Welcome my mud skips on ice, it's SJB here, and as you could plainly see, something crazy has happened. Ninja Kiwi has gone bananas. They have allowed us to put ice towers anywhere on the screen, kind of. Water or land, ice towers can now be placed in very weird areas that you would not have been able to before. This makes a lot of maps a lot more intriguing. You can put them in weird spots, you can even do weird things like pop them in Flooded Valley if you want to. It doesn't change the game completely on every single map, but it does allow us to do a lot of fun, different strategies. Ice Tower may now be officially an S-tier tower. Alright, now it does have some limitations. Zebras are still a problem. White balloons are not exactly fun to deal with. But now that we can do this, put it anywhere we want, we can do the same thing we could before, but a lot easier. We can put towers that were meant to go on land on the water. So don't forget about that. In addition, ice towers are not just water or land, they are indeed amphibious. So you can put them kind of on this little landy, sandy area in between of everything. It doesn't change the game completely, but even weird maps like Ouch, you can do a 12 ice tower start if you're feeling it. And even take down round 1. So what I want to do today is I'm going to try to pick a fun map and just see if we can chimps it with ice towers. So we're going to do something kind of fun today. We're going to be doing a double Desperado start on this map, which has been just really cool, in my opinion. Like, I just really like it. It's not even, like, orgasmically fantastic, but it's semi-orgasmic. Like, it might be able to get you there sometimes, okay? But what I want to do is actually want to focus on using towers that specifically are going to go inside this little water area. So that's my goal. I'm going to use only towers that can fit inside this water. I'm going to try not to use too many boats or subs if I can. I'm going to focus on ice towers, mermonkeys, and other amphibious towers just in general, but I'm not leaving myself completely open there. Any which way, I think this is going to be a fun little challenge for us, so let's use this little gross little pond area and see if we can beat this thing. Now, admittedly, this is one of those maps that I kind of hate. For some reason, I always tend to lose near the end of the game. Like, I can rock most of the game all the way until I get to 98, 99, or 100, and then they just take me down. So that can be quite upsetting, obviously. So far, it's going okay. Our first issue here is the lead balloons. But it looks like we can... oh my god, it's hard when Pat's hitting them backwards. I'm like, oh crap, that balloon's really fast! We gotta catch it. We've got a double mermonkey play in the bottom here, which is going okay for now, because ice towers are more of a mid to late game tower than an early game tower, to be honest. You know, you really need to get like a little bit of money flowing in here before anything cool can happen. And Pat's kind of the same way. He's good for Moabs and stuff, but not all that good for right now. So I think even though the positioning isn't great, I think Cryo Cannon's just gotta be over here, and we're gonna hope that this is gonna be the answer to most of my problems for now. I did go top path so I can get cam detection here for one of my ice towers and one of my mermonkeys, but we have to be careful long term. Gotta make sure I get some sort of cam detection. I think I honestly just want to go for a sub. You know, I could go top path ice tower, but we're gonna run into issues with white balloons coming in here eventually killing me, so we're gonna get a nuclear sub earlier on in this game, or a little earlier than I normally would like to get him. And I'm gonna put him actually kind of a weirder spot. I'm gonna put him over here. Alright, we're going to go for that top path. That's going to be the submersion support. That's going to give us the cam protection for the rest of the game. And then, if I can get that nuclear sub... oh, boy. 35 killing us already! What the heck? You kidding me? Mermonkeys. Alright, we got to go for change of plan. Change of plan. Abyss Dweller. He's up. Alright, that should be good for a while. I'm going to also move him to first here instead of strong. His range is still quite tiny, though. So, we're going to have to be careful with that. Cam protection-wise, we got Camo Wets coming in here, so I can't lose on that note. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go... oh, didn't mean to do that, but alright. That's fine. Submerged support. Submerged. Now we got full camo protection for most of the rest of the game here. But here's the Camo Whites. We decamo, we freeze, and we kill. Though Pat's range is so tiny here. It feels like it shouldn't be, but it is. Alright, I'm just a few $100 away from this guy. It kind of sucks to buy that right before the Moab. Because you're like, oh crap, the Moab's just going to kill us now. We have like no other money to do anything with it. But honestly, I think we might be okay. Pat's pretty good against it. Abyss Dweller's not bad. This guy, once the balloons freeze out of it, get frozen to death. So I'm not feeling too afraid. But we'll have to be a smidge careful here. Pat, I need you to smack. I need you to smack real good. I need you to slap this Moab back into the 5th century. Alright, get angry now. Smack him good. One more good smack. That should be enough smackage, I believe. We get some good freezing action with the sub. And... oh! Alright, this one looks better for some reason. Yep, okay. Magic. I'll take it. Didn't even do anything different, but I'll take any magic I can get here, guys.
Oh, Chris Workout, SJB, oh, fantastic.
Alright, I think it's about that time. I think we're going to go for that top path ice tower. Now, this doesn't automatically help us out that much, but I like the idea of having him long-term, and if I want to go for, like, heavy ice tower action, I feel like this is just the answer here. So we're going to put the ice tower right there, and then as far as the combo play goes, it's actually a bit of a tricky one. Usually what you'd like to do is go for the middle path, but where we're at is kind of a bit of a silly spot. I think I need the extra range here to reach across and try to get as many balloons as I can over here. It's not even that big, but it might actually matter if I end up getting a village or something like that to increase my range here. Anyways, money's really starting to flow in for a little while, so that's good news. I think, unfortunately, you still can't build any random land towers in here, so I gotta make sure I can make that happen, and make that happen with our little buddy right about schnoz. So now we're gonna have all 3 third-tier ice towers right in the middle here. I'm gonna go again. I gotta go top path here. I need to make sure I can do something against DDTs, so we're gonna go top path on this puppy. And I'll buy the snowstorm because why not? And then we're gonna go for a village. So this is admittedly a goof-tastic strategy so far. I want to put the village close enough to everybody, but I also want to make sure that I have enough room for at least one more tower here if I want to. There we go. A big conglomerate here. Bigger radius is... oh, everybody's in range. Beautiful. Jungle drums them. Radar scanner them. Triple ice tower play. Can we take down mobs now with ease? Let's see, is Pat going to be... oh my god, it's beautiful. I love it. I love this strategy right now. It's so weird, but it's working super well. The question is, will it last? You know what? I'm feeling like 4th tiers are actually all in order. So we got Embrittlement, which is the 4th tier. We've got a Snowstorm, which is a 4th tier. And we've got Icicles now, which is a 4th tier. I guess the real question becomes, which 5th tier should we go for first, if we should even go for one? And before I do that, I think I'm actually doing a primary training, primary mentoring combo. Should be more fun. It doesn't actually give us anything as far as saving money goes. I should have got this guy first, but it is what it is. But I can decide now if I want to go for primary expertise instead, which would actually benefit me quite a bit here with cooldowns and stuff. Not sure if I want to go that route yet. Just kind of want to see how far can we survive with these guys. Is this a ridiculously weird 4th tier ice tower combo? Just absurdity. Got a big boy here. Let's see if we can handle it. We're going to use a quick pat ability. Oh my god. Look at the damage. 63, you would expect it to be kind of an issue, but I don't see it. I don't see it becoming a major issue for us, you know? I mean, we got sub, we got ice towers kind of all over the place. Pat's getting pretty strong at this point. Feeling pretty comfy here. Now, we could end up fitting at least a few more towers in here if we want to. They can be land towers if we want them to be, though I'm not sure I want to go that route yet. I'd rather not, to be honest. Uh-oh. Ooh, reinforced Moabs. Clearly, we're getting to the end of what we can handle here, folks. It's tight. That's all I can say. We didn't use any abilities. Pat could just hugged it to death. Could have froze it. Could have smacked it around a little bit extra. But, oh, dang. Look at that lag. That was some big Icicles lag there. Another big Icicles lag, but we make it through. Alright, we've got a lot of Moabs. A lot of Moabs here for 64. We're going to freeze it all. Slow it all down. Keep it all in range. And Pat's smacks have been beautiful. Like, literally beautiful. No denying the Hugalicious Smacktastic Master of Disaster. I mean, of course. Look at those wrapped up fists there. At this point, we do have to decide which 5th tier should we go for. Should we go for the Icicle Impale? 10k away. Most expensive 5th tier, but probably the best in my opinion. We can go for the Super Brittle, which would be fantastic if we had a lot of other popping power already. Oh, I did. I hugged it. I really feel like the hug should knock big balloons down into regular balloons. That would change Pat entirely to being okay to being good. The hug is actually oftentimes a bad ability. Ninja Kiwi, if you're listening at all, change Pat's hug ability, knock it down to balloons, or delete it. Okay, I would even accept a deletion. I know that it's got like a pretty short cooldown, so you're like, oh, should we really do that? I don't know. I still think so. I still think you should. Okay, we have no micro to wait into round 73. I'm kind of impressed. This is usually a really tough-ish map, and I feel like we're doing quite well. I kind of want to lose, but I kind of just want to see like how far. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, good. That's actually kind of fun to know, because now it's time. Icicle Impale, baby. All right, so this is a DDT popper, by the way, so long term, this is going to be an extremely helpful asset to our team. Right now, the biggest weakness to us was definitely the Moa popping power. Kind of just gives us that. So, yeah, this is great. Let's wait it out, see where we end up dying here. I don't see it for a long time. The first Oh My God is here. Welcome, little watermelon. How you doing today? Let's crush you. Why the heck not? Let's smack you with some smack attacks. And you can see the demolition there. We've got enough money to get the middle path ice tower, but I'm thinking we wait. I think we go for the super brittle next. You know, why not get more damage out of what we already have here? That seems ideal, and probably get it in like a round or two anyways, right? So, I haven't been microing at all yet, but while I'm like specifically commentating, I'm microing now because I don't want to lose. I don't want to look like an absolute scrub or anything. But 81 goes down. 82 is probably going to go the exact same way. I don't see us dying too quickly here. I'm realizing now that ooh, look at that. Abyss Dweller with 93k already. That is actually pretty impressive. And that's just a 3rd tier. Not even the 4th tier. 20k, honestly, 20k for a Trident Swift though is not bad either. Look at the popping power on this thing. That's, if you spam these guys, that is a very good medium-ish popping power tower. Alright, we've got the money for it. We're just going to do it. Screw it. Super brittle. He's up. And I think we got to finish off the trifecta, right, guys? Our ice towers now officially S-class towers. I don't know, but I can tell you that I don't believe that there's a single bad upgrade in the bunch right now. Icicle Impale is absolutely amazing for slowing things down and popping the high-class balloons. The Super Brittle is a little harder to use properly. It takes more skill, but you can see, like, it just by himself, he's actually pretty good at popping the balloons, but giving more damage to other towers around you is just kind of absurd. So if you can use it on any map where you have, like, a decent, like, room to use them, obviously, it's going to be frickin' amazing here. And then Middle Path, believe it or not, it's one of the towers that's probably overlooked the most. The amount of slowdown you get for an absolute 0 is pretty absurd. It allows all of your other towers to just do more damage overall. It's obviously an active, so you gotta be ready to use it when you need it. But other than that, it's just kind of a dominant tower right now. And for 17k, that puts it at one of the cheapest upgrades in the game. So like, why not, bro? For a 5th tier. There we go. I got all 3 of them. I guess at this point, the question is, can we beat the game with nothing else? I'm gonna guess absolutely not. I think we gotta die to maybe 95, maybe 98, 99, or 100. Okay, but if we can make it through 95 and actually get to around 98 with just this trifecta right here, I'm actually gonna be thoroughly impressed. All right, first DDTs are ready to pop out here. I'll admit I'm a little bit afraid, just a smidge. Usually Icicle Impale by himself can like handle the DDTs, but I kind of like to gauge how we're going to do against the rest of the DDTs based on what I see in round 90, and that looked pretty good. 93 should go down. 95, though, is just such a freaking beast. It scares the poopsies out of me. I'd say one of the biggest dilemmas at this point is the fact that we actually don't have a lot of money. 20k. Can't buy much with that. We could like do a little bit of support action here and there, buy a level pat or something, maybe. Close to primary expertise, but you really can't do that much with 20k. So if these ice towers fail at any point, I admit possible defeat here. I think it's important to question, like, our abilities important at this point. So, like, if we use Pat's ability, it's going to help us out, but it is not an automatic win by any means. It, like, does a little bit of stuff here. If we use the Hug ability, it's actually usually a negative at this point, as ridiculous as it is, because it stops him from doing his regular smack attacks. Not good. And the Ice Tower is actually the key to surviving. It's like, it's the really good upgrade for us. So we do have Top Path again, so we can get that DDT popping power here as well. But here we go. I can buy primary expertise if I want to. It's kind of cool. this stuff's freezing very far away. Look at this, man. This is kind of cool. Just a spread of ice just whoosh all over the place. All right, DDT is getting slowed down, getting killed, getting exploded. All right, let's use Pat's ability here. Get it nice and angry like. Let's use our Freezy ability, because why the heck not? 95, take it slow. And we do it easily. Oh, I'm actually impressed, man. This is one of those maps where I find to be like really, really tough in the late game usually. But besides the fact that we have to watch ceramics get popped in the distance over here, it's going very smooth, man. Almost too smooth, believe it or not. So look at the ability cooldown on this guy, by the way. Use the ability. It lasts about 70%, maybe more, of the ability here, and we can use it again to slow things down. It's just an absurdly fast ability, and this is without getting an Energizer sub or primary expertise combo. That could be one of the best ability combos in the game right now. It's kind of absurd, actually. Use it again, why not, man? Just consistently, constantly use it over and over again, if you're willing, if you're able. Okay, so money now is not that bad. 40k is actually a reasonable amount of money to use in this game. Like, straight up. Okay, 97. I don't see this being an issue. Two big, fat balloons here. But it's okay to gauge against the bad, except for all of this slowdown that we're getting right now. It does not happen against the bad balloon, right? So, if I was going to build a tower, I think I have to build something not designed for the Moabs, but designed for the big kahuna. Around 100. There's a couple options for me. Depends how much money we get in the end, but the easiest answer, Moab, you know? Use like 2 or 3 abilities, and boom, it's done. But if I don't kill it by the time it gets past some of these towers over here, it's game over. Got no chance at this at that point. All right, so with no abilities here on 97, it goes down. 98, though, a big one. Big round. So we're going to use consistent ice towers here. I'm just not even going to play the game. I don't need to use hugs at all, and we're going to use Pat's ability whenever we get the chance to. Probably going to get at least 2 of them. Ice tower, ice tower, ice tower, slow it all down. Good, good, good. Keep it going. They haven't even made it like past halfway through the game at this point. We get another Pat ability here, which is right when we need it. Boom! Another Pat ability with a freeze combo. The biggest chunk of balloons right here, and 98 is easy for us again. S-Class Ice Tower for sure. Why the heck not? All right, so we got DDTs coming in. Again, not too afraid with an Icicle Impale. Yeah, you just assume it's kind of going to go down here. Okay, so if I was playing really smart at this point, I would just turn off the next auto start here. Think about what I'm going to do for round 100, but I actually just want to see, like, how bad is round 100 going to be for us? Is it going to be evil? Is it going to absolutely wipe us out? Are we going to barely even hurt the bad here? I don't know. But I want to see. I want to experiment. All right, here he is. So, first of all, the freeze doesn't do anything. Know that. Icicle Impale does do damage, but not much. Not sure if that's worth it. Freeze does... What does the freeze do here? Yeah, it does like 2 damage, if anything. Pat's ability can be used. I think he has to get to level 20 to hug a bad, though. And clearly we made one big mistake here. One big bad mistake. Clearly. Clearly. Okay. I don't even think he got hurt halfway. That's how bad that was. You know what? I want to try something. We're going to go Lord of the Abyss. Tack Shooter combo. All right. I don't know why. I'm just kind of feeling it right now. Can I get a full-on attack zone here? It's going to be close. Yes, money is there. I'll go faster shooting on him, but I can't even get an elk on him. Okay. Not sure this is going to be what I want. But I want to see. Like, how much are we getting out of this guy? Just get a couple hundred. That's really not good. Tack Shooter is doing a lot of the work here. There was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000, 11, 12, 13,000, 15,000. That's more than 20,000 health. Holy crap, that was big. And it's still damaging it a little bit, but it's not over yet. Keep in mind, Bads have about 26,000 health, so he did about 3/4 of his health by himself. But as soon as the balloons get past over here, it's going to get bad again. 21, 22, there we go. Freeze it again. Pat's ability combo. Just 2 Zummagods left. I can hug at this point if I want to. Screw it. Let's hug. Keep one. Oh, barely. We get another freeze coming up. And it's going to be tight. It's going to be very, very tight. Freeze. And we do it. I don't even know if that was a good play. But it was definitely a fun play, at the very least. And then we go, whoa! I did not expect that. Dang. Okay, check this out. So I thought Icicle Impale would have the most pops. Just straight up. Pat had only 161,000. I mean, that's really low, actually. Our Ice Tower had 12,000. That's nothing. It's all about the ability here and the slowdowns. And then, obviously, Super Brittle, 766. Thoroughly impressed with that guy. It's not bad at all. And everybody else just kind of like did a little bit of something. So these were the 2 kings of the ice world here. If you guys are playing around with ice towers, you want to mess around with putting them on the water. These are obviously the guys to go for. It's a little bit of support action if you want to, but the trifecta is definitely not bad except for round 100. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. You can hit the like button, you can subscribe, and lastly, if you're feeling generous, use my credit support code SJB.